Hey, welcome to Post.Mischa, the very first episode. What I want to do with this channel is basically talk about stuff that interests me. To start off this very first episode, I basically want to talk about Berlin, because it has been quite a crazy but awesome experience here in Berlin. I also want to do other stuff, but that's more to come. So let's just start off. I basically want to talk about the fact why I love this city. This city has really impressed me, amazed me from time to time. Also sometimes shocked me, but that's okay, you learn from it. So I got in Berlin in July 2018. So I've been living here for, I would say, more than 1.5 years now. And that has been quite a roller coaster ride. I must say the first 8 months I wasn't enjoying myself that much, because the first 8 months I wasn't really into like going with the flow that much here in Berlin. Berlin has quite an awesome but quite an eccentric lifestyle. But what I noticed as well is that Berlin sort of forces you to grow up. And it might sound a bit strange, but I come from the Netherlands. And one of the biggest examples that I can tell you, in the Netherlands we don't have junkies that are at basically the subway stations doing drugs. You don't see that much in the Netherlands, and that's one of the things that you have to get used to. You will get in situations where you might not feel that comfortable. Of course, you can just stay away from it and keep distance from it, which of course you should do, because I would not recommend taking any crack. But compared to the Netherlands, where I didn't come into those situations where those things weren't so openly abused, that gave me a different experience of the city. And that also made me grow up and learn how to deal with those kind of things. On the other end, I must say this city also really allows you to be yourself. Of course, I probably wouldn't have looked like this if I wouldn't have lived in Berlin, because I just feel really comfortable in expressing myself in this city. So you can look at the tattoos, of course, but also in how you are as a person. I think Berlin is a city that really allows you to be yourself. One part of that is that no one really cares. I never really felt judged here in Berlin by people. Well, maybe by my old ass landlord, but that's okay. She's not the biggest fan of my tattoos. But besides that, the people that I hang out with, the people that I meet, I haven't felt judged in a long time. And that's really nice. That's something that I don't have that experience. That's something that I didn't have experience with that much yet, coming from the Netherlands. Of course, the Netherlands is quite open-minded, but on the other hand, there are still some social conventions that you have got to live up to, or at least that was my feeling. Due to the fact that everyone allows you to be yourself, it's a pretty laid-back attitude. That's something that really made me feel welcome here in the city. This also allowed me for the very first time to feel at home. In the Netherlands, of course I lived there for quite a while, but I never had the experience that I was fully accepted or that I had the right environment for me to be in. I really start to notice that every city has its own little lifestyle. Berlin is of course not comparable to Amsterdam or any other city in the Netherlands. I would say that Berlin is not comparable to any city in the world, due to the fact how the culture is, but also the historical value. And that's something that's really nice. So one other thing that I would like to get into is that here in Berlin is basically the ultimate spot to have the ultimate freedom, or at least that's how I experienced it. You have a great environment to experiment with yourself. And now I'm not necessarily talking about the fact that experimenting should be something, let's just throw all the drugs in that you can take. But I would say that if you want to have some experiences that could be concerning drugs, that could be concerning sexuality, but even with tattoos or your own character, you have the right environment here in Berlin to experiment with yourself, to see what kind of person you are, to see what kind of character traits you have. Yeah, that's something that I'm really happy with. Part of this is, of course, the club scene here in Berlin. The great as techno, I really fell in love with that. But also the clubs itself, they go from a wide experience, from clubs that are totally focused on giving you the most awesome music experience towards giving you the most kinky experience. You can basically do anything here in this city. And yeah, that's something really nice. Last but not least, what I would like to mention concerning the ultimate freedom that you have here is the people that are here in this city. Yeah, Berliners, or at least I would say the Berliners plus the international environment that you have here, people are really open. People also don't care that much. You see a lot here in Berlin. Of course, if you go to different clubs that offer different experiences, you see a lot of stuff, but that also means that people, they don't judge each other. Everything is fine, and that's a really nice experience. I would definitely say the openness, the friendliness, how easy it is to just meet new people here in Berlin. That's really nice. You can easily get into a conversation with anyone else. I at least never really had the experience of people being really arrogant or not open for a conversation. Of course, sometimes it happens that maybe someone doesn't necessarily want to talk to you. This could be due to different reasons, but it's always really friendly and with this sense of respect. This might of course not be for everyone the same, but this is how I mostly experienced it here in Berlin. This is basically why I love Berlin. This city has truly amazed me and has given me a space where I can experiment with myself, but also have given me the opportunity to really see what kind of person I am. And I'm really thankful for that. It also makes me, at least for the upcoming years, that I don't necessarily want to move away from here. I still have the feeling that this city got more to offer for me. And of course the fact that it's such an international city makes it a city with a lot of opportunities and a lot of international friendly and awesome people. This was basically my little 1.5 year review of Berlin. I hope you can get some things out of this that you also have had this experience, or even to give you a little insight in what Berlin is. Next, was my first little episode. please let me know what you think about it, what you think about Berlin, what is your experience with it. Of course it could be different for anyone, but just let me know. If you like it, push on the like button, give me a follow, and I'll be back in 2 days with the next little episode. Bye bye.